Hello, everybody. Today is an exciting day to our 30 Days to Happiness Challenge. And today we're going to talk about how to release these trapped emotions from us. So, my throat is dry today, so please forgive me. Okay. So, today, how do we let go of these emotions? So, first of all, we need to allow ourselves to feel it to heal it. I know a lot of you are like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that, but that's how we do it. So, one of the easiest ways of letting go of muscle tension is to actively feel and let go of the emotions when they come. Now, I understand that sometimes this may not happen. If you're feeling some major emotions at work and you're in the middle of a meeting and you don't feel that as the opportune time for you to do that, understood. But do it before you go to bed that night. Do it. And if that means you need to cry, you need to punch your pillow, you need to scream in your pillow, whatever it is that you need to do to get those emotions out before you go to sleep that night, that's what you need to do. Okay? Because if you go to sleep with those feelings and emotions that way, it's going to affect your whole body. And it's going to store it. Okay? And adopt an attitude of non-judgment. So stop judging yourself. Stop thinking that their things are bad or wrong. When we actually deepen our suffering and solidify the tension within our muscles, instead simply realize that an emotion is just an emotion and it doesn't mean anything about you unless you let it. Like, for example, so many people say, oh, you can't say that word. That's a bad word. We're the ones that put a meaning behind that word. It's the same thing with our emotions. It's an emotion. It's supposed to happen. But what we attach to that emotion is something different. The situation doesn't always have to be attached to that emotion. The situation can have created emotions that elicited an emotion, but that doesn't mean that that emotion has to stay attached to that particular situation. So be non-judgmental. Don't think of it as bad or as good. Just let it be. Journal about how you feel. I know some people don't like to write. One of the things that I like to do is when I'm in that mindset and I just need to get out my feelings and emotions, I'll put on my voice recorder to my phone, I'll close my eyes, and I'll just let it all come out. Unfortunately for me, that has become my podcast. I'll just get up there and just whatever is inside of me, I just push it out. I just let it go. So find a way to just let this stuff go, okay? Be gentle with yourself. So this is what I want you to do. Imagine someone calls you with your current situation, whatever you're going through, and they're like, hey, I really need to talk to you. And they're telling you everything that you just experienced. Would you be rude and abrasive to them, or would you be gentle and listen and nurturing? Would do the same thing for you. Okay? Try that. Bring in that and listen the same way you would listen to someone else. You deserve that. Okay? Stretch your muscles. Oh my God. There is a exercise on YouTube. I'll have to put it in the message because I cannot think of the name of it right now. But it is all it does is teaches you how to stretch your muscles if you suffer from this. Oh, it's Goscue. Yes, Egoscue is how you spell it. And if you go on YouTube, Any type of body issue that you may be having, go and watch that video. It's these amazing exercises that you don't feel like they're like, this ain't really doing nothing. Like, one thing for me when I was suffering from my shoulder pain is I would have to stand up against a wall and pinch my shoulders together. And I'm thinking, this ain't doing nothing, until my shoulder pain disappeared. And I was like, oh, okay. It does. It stretches the muscles to allow, and it teaches you how to do it properly, so you let go of those emotions and that tension that is stored there. So, okay. Breathe deeply. Breath is a powerful. When you feel your emotions coming up, just take in a deep breath. Breathe in the emotion that you want to feel. Happiness, joy, comfort, safety, security. And blow out what it is that is frustrating you or creating a problem. Blow that out. Inhale in the good, blow out the bad. It's beautiful. Floating. So, one of the things that I have absolutely loved is the sensory deprivation tanks, where you go and lay in these tanks of water, and it's like these gravity floating tanks that you just lay in, and it's amazing. And I'm claustrophobic, or I was, and it works amazing. It is so releasing, and it relaxes your muscles. It enhances your magnesium. You get better sleep, improved skin, mental clarity, and improved focus. It is amazing. And I do recommend you find one. And I do recommend you do at least 3 sessions of it. Okay? Get a massage. Massages are always amazing. Meditate. I know people are like, I don't know how to meditate. Just start out for 5 minutes. Just start and watch how beautiful that technique can really change your life. If you love art, do art therapy. Drawing is amazing. And one of my favorite techniques is the SOAR technique. SOAR. It's time to soar. And what that involves is it stands for surrendering, observing, allowing, and releasing. It's beautiful. It's like you're being mindful of what's going on in your body, and you want to stop it. And so you're locating the source of this pain that's in your body, you're observing it. Then you're giving it space for it to release. This is how you apply it. So let's start with that. So surrender. Stop what you're doing and find a quiet place to focus on your intention inward. Okay. And if you notice the tension, take deep breaths in and out and let it loosen up. Let your body become limp and relaxed as possible. Okay? And understand each time you do this, you'll get better and better and better. Just try it. Observing, paying attention to your body. How does it feel? What specific areas feel tight? What feels stiff? What feels contracted? Where do you feel numb? Otherwise, where do you're uncomfortable? Gently scan your entire body from head to toe, right? And find where the most intense pain is. And that's where you start. Next, see if you can give this an image to the physical source of the pain. If you were to describe that pain, what words would you use? What colors, textures, senses, tastes, sounds would this pain have? Examples and directions you might give may include it's rough, blurry, salty, sharp, cold, black, dark, raw, hard, soft, hot, sour, bright red, sucking, empty, jagged, angry, twisted, high pitched. You get the idea. So, ideally, you benefit from stacking these words on top of each other and painting a clear image in your mind about the source of pain. So, let me give you an example. It can be like a black sucking vortex, a twisted rope that's about to snap, a red hot cascade of lava, a cold and blurry cloud, a tight balloon about to burst. I would used to talk about when I had the sciatic nerve, I felt like someone just stabbed me with a hot flame that is going all the way down my back and my leg and my butt. I just wanted to cut it and just rip it out. It's like I could visualize it being this red hot, long thing that's going all the way down. And I'm like, if I could just cut it and pull it out, it would be better. But once I was able to do that, then that's when I began to imagine and seeing how powerful my mind was. Because then I started pinpointing where that pain was coming from. I started realizing how my body was reacting to it. One of the things that I learned is I would be so tense that I was constantly clenching my back and my butt and my legs because there was so much tension. I would always stand with it tucked in, just tight as could be. Guess that's why I got such thick legs. It's because I spent my whole life keeping them tight. Anyway, when you face this, start letting the deep work begin and breathe it out and then let it go. Okay? Second part is allowing it. Now that you've observed it, now that you've attached it, allow the sensations to happen. Give yourself permission. When I first started doing it, I would give myself 20 minutes to myself where I would just focus on not feeling that pain or what it would feel like to not feel that. And then I would say, okay, what do I need to let go of? And I would let that thought come up. And when that thought came up, then I would allow that particular thought to go through. Now, of course, as I got more familiar with allowing this to happen and trusting the process because I was seeing myself starting to feel better, then I was giving myself more time. But I had to start out slow because I had to develop trust within me of what I was doing that was happening. So when I was allowing these things to surface, these memories, these emotions, all this stuff, and I would let it communicate with me what I needed to know and see, and then how I can now look at that and see how it made me stronger in the positive of that situation. Then I was able to paint a different picture of it. And it was no longer something that was attacking me anymore. So some of the things that may happen is a memory from childhood may emerge. And that is signifying unfinished business or something that you need to deal with your emotional pain in order to release this physical pain. If that's the case, let it go. Voice a sentence, something you need more sleep, or you need to stop working so much, or the chair is bad for your back, get a new one, or you need to apologize to someone. That may come up too. Those are things that I recognize. A symbolic image may appear, like a heart. Maybe that's giving you more self-love. A cup of tea is relaxation. The treadmill is more exercise. A bowl of salad means you need to eat more healthy. People laughing, that means you need to have more fun. You need to enjoy and play. So when these things happen, understand this is giving you something that you need to observe. And if you see things that you don't like people fighting or screaming, that means you got a lot of built up anger that you need to deal with. That, and this is causing health issues. Okay? So remember to embrace these things and give yourself love, and think of these things that you're dealing with as your inner child. If you embrace your inner child, that 0 to 7 year old that didn't know no different, if you go back and embrace that child, this speeds up the process so much. Okay? Finally, releasing. Release it. Just let it go. And this can be however you want it to be. It can be breathing. It can be visualizing it melting away. It can be you visualizing it going into the ocean. That's always been my favorite thing, is I've always visualized putting out the things that I don't want in the ocean, and then the ocean bringing me back all the good things that I love. Whatever it is that helps you find a release, if that's dancing, laughing, working out, running, crying, screaming, punching a pillow, hitting the bed, having a moment to just scream through the pain that you never allowed yourself to do. Let the emotion go. Let it go. And watch how amazing your life begins to feel. Watch how the pain starts to go away. It's beautiful. I love all of you, and I hope this has helped. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about a few more things to anchor in this